John, coming in 12 o'clock, right through those cows. Coming in, right at those cows, right coming in. John, coming in 12 o'clock, right through those cows. Coming in, right at those cows, right coming in. Ooh.
Shoot this one. Here.
Why did you see him go up the side of that hill?
I turned and I got him.
I didn't see him leave out of there.
That same thing happened to me here.
How much? How?
This,
Boom! Boom! Boom!
dude, I tried to 12 gauge Dixon this guy. He was freaking fine.
Oh, dude. I think that's exactly what we were looking for here. Exactly what we were looking for.
Holy shit, they were pretty.
Did you see them when they were coming right through those cows right there? Those cows just scattered out. The only thing that could have been better if they circled.
I thought they were gonna, dude.
And then I hit that little rabbit. Boom, they came right in on it. I should have hit that decoy, but they were, dude. John was sniped out so good on that. He was
almost got a 12 gauge double, dude.
John. I think you did. You hit that one hard. You hit that second one that ran because when I'll go. Let me go look real quick. I bet you there's nobody else online that's got a salvo kill for coyotes. Well, we'll see. Let me go see if you got a double going on here. Even if we didn't.
He rolled that one.
Hey, you should record John getting that one with that salvo. I'll go see if I can find this one.
Record me what? I'll get it.
Were you on that one when he rolled it again the second time or not?
Yeah, but I wasn't zoomed in all the way.
Oh, gotcha.
Just follow his tracks.
Okay, I will.
Dude, this one was fucking jumping across the river and doing some crazy shit that I didn't even know coyotes could do.
They were right in your face.
Dude, they were closer than from me to you. Look, watch. Range it. Go follow their tracks and range it. He ran right here.
That's so badass. I hope we got you.
Look, here's blood. Fucking.
Is that blood or is that
No, there's blood. So he came this close. Look, you should seriously come range it, because it's freaking 5 yards.
Dude,
closer.
here's your shot right here. Here's your shot going through the grass.
Shit. Here's fur. Yeah, I hit him on. Well, look, that's fucking. I might as well have been shooting at 22.
That's five yards.
Or less. 1,
Hey, grab that.
2, 3, 4. It's less than 5 yards.
I'm gonna follow this coyote.
Maybe not. I don't know.
John, go grab that one.
That was a big jump. Holy shit.
Johnny's on this side of the river.
Permanent boner.
He's on this side of the river.
I see him. But he was freaking jumping and all kinds of shit. Double, baby! Double!
Hold him up, John.
Oh, he's got fucking broken legs and shit. Male. That was the most badass motherfucking set that I've ever been on right there. Too bad I didn't have the freaking pistol. Look at that
All right, guys, we've been on a lot of sets. We've called in singles, doubles, triples, quads. We've called in quints and killed 5 per set, and it's all fun. But this particular set was one of the top sets for us, one of the most fun sets. We're not shotgun hunters. Up until this last year, there's been a couple companies in the industry, in the suppressor industry, and they came out with a shotgun can. We're running the silencer called Salvo on a Benelli M4 with a collapsible stock. Very versatile piece of equipment. This thing shoots fast. And we're setting, we came in here perfect. You know, we like to tell guys how we get in, how you play the wind. This little hole was perfect for the wind, so we decided to take full advantage. We had 3 of us. Keith was on the camera, John was on the gun. I had the long gun for backup just in case they held up. The furthest shot here we ranged would be about 300 yards, so nothing real far. But I think it was about 7 minutes on the call timer, and I just saw a blur between some cattle coming through, and instantly I knew. I told Keith, coyotes coming in hard. And another pretty cool thing about this set is we had John about 50 yards probably.
Yeah, probably 50, 60 yards down by the creek there.
And had the call was set up, the electronic call was set up probably another 10, 15 yards west of him. And you got to set this up right. If you want to get some cool footage, you know, we had it set up so hopefully, theoretically on paper, those coyotes would cut between John and the call. And that's exactly what they did. I mean, they were screwed from the get-go because they weren't trying to circle downwind. They were coming with the wind. And you know, there's some tools, there's some tactics that a guy can use. We hit that call again and put them coyotes on a line directly for the call, and you can hear me on the radio. I was just hoping Keith had everything going on with the camera. He did the best possible job you could do with the camera because this was a high-speed, low-drag setup right here. These coyotes came in hard and fast, but I'm talking to myself going, oh. John, those 2 coyotes were blazing in, and I could see John pulling that shotty up, and I'm going, oh, got on the comm here. I actually got on the comm before they started coming in, and I'm like, John, 12 o'clock, just to give him a heads up, because he was set down in a hole, and he couldn't see him. Well, the time he saw him, they were already right in front of him, and he gets it up and smokes the piss out of that lead coyote, whips around, puts a follow-up shot on the other one. The other one's just blazing straight away, and we go over the hill. She's laying folded up, and you can see on camera the other one went a little ways further, but she folded up too.
Yeah, as soon as he shot that first one, then I immediately followed up and went to that second one. So I didn't actually get him completely dying on the camera, but
no, it's just one of those things, guys. There's a lot of experience that goes into this, and we put a lot of foot, a lot of hoofing in, a lot of foot miles. The snow's about 15 inches deep, and it's not easy getting through. You have to have time. You have to commit to it. You have to want to work. You have to be able to get in there. There's been numerous times this year where we're walking in a mile, coming out sweating our asses off, and we come out with nothing. No footage, no fur, no nothing. And if you're not willing to exert that kind of energy and that kind of force, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get anything in return. But
this particular set, we kind of used that creek as our advantage. And also them cows, you know. We've been
Exactly.
watching them cows, and
You're
and
the one.
I
You
think-
pointed that out
I think
right
them
off.
cows kind of gave these 2 coyotes up a little earlier, but I mean they didn't come in right away when we were warning them. Them cows are looking at something, you know, and you just kind of be aware of your surroundings and
No, you're right though. Those cattle are up there, and Keith's like those ones on top are looking at something.
Yeah.
And for about 3 solid minutes, they were looking right up that creek bottom, and it took them coyotes a little ways. But you've heard us say it before. There's the Nomads video up north. We were watching those deer. It's
Yep.
the same concept. Be aware of your surroundings, like Keith said. You know, pay attention. Animals, other animals, they'll alert you. They can give you early heads up, and when you're filming or when you're trying to get, you know, a really nice shot, take your time, make it easy. That's a huge advantage because you've got a heads up.
I think sometimes when you're going into sets too, you got to kind of be pretty sneaky. I think birds will give you up, you know,
Yep.
or deer or other animal. You know, the cows could have gave us up or what have you, you know. But
That's right too. That's what I was going to talk about. We got some good GoPro footage coming in here, you guys. I don't like to say that it's B-roll, but it is. It's video overlay, but it's legit. It's us coming in, showing you how we're getting into the set. We've got Keith and I were both running GoPros coming in here, and we stayed right along a tree line. Like you said, it's about stealth. If you can get in without being seen, smelt, or heard, your freaking success goes through the roof. And we'll be going into, we've had so much overwhelming response with what we're doing. We're gonna start putting out a video series a little bit more, whether it's with hunts like this, and go into a little bit more detail about our success. You know, this is something that we were introduced so early to. It's like we were never taught because we've been doing it our whole life. And a lot of guys don't have that advantage. A lot of guys have came into the hunting industry, and you know, they've only been doing it for a couple years, and they want to know how to do it. Trial and error. That's what we're here to tell you. We've been here doing it for 35 years. Keith's been calling since he was a kid. John has, I have. We haven't been doing it for 20 years. We've been doing it for 30 plus. And a lot of guys just have a hard time comprehending that. But basically, the rule of thumb, keep busting ass, and success will come to you depending on how hard you want to try. This was by far the most badass set we've got on. You know, Keith, like I said, Keith did a wicked job on the camera. You can see John that's another one. John gave him a nice freaking dose of lead, buckshot. Filled his prescription right there.
No shit.
Filled both of them. But the first shot on John, that was a kill shot, the first one. But John and I were actually in the weight room, and we reload everything. That's what we like to do for precision. And we worked up a subsonic shotgun round, and you can tell the difference. The first shot he put in that coyote at about 5 years was subsonic buckshot. And Keith, like he said, whipped around, got on that other coyote. He unfortunately died about 5 yards over that ridge where the camera couldn't get it, but we got 2 of them out here. You just took a step.
And I remember grabbing the safety with both fingers so that it didn't click and drawing nice and slow. And they didn't even frickin' know I was there until one of them was dead.
John.
James.
No,
James.
You're
You're a f***er.
You didn't do it nice and slow. You got to do it like the B-rollers, man. You lay flat and then you pull it up real fast. Get it up.
Oh, f***ing tack latch would have got lost if I racked it that hard.
Uh-oh.
Lone goose. Wish I had one more shell and a goose license.
Listen to this guy.
I'm cocky today.
This guy's a cock. Keith and his ass will be tucked between his legs. His tail will be tucked between his legs like a freaking little pup coyote.
You got me.
By the time we get back to that pickup, to the Ranger, he's gonna be lit. Oh! Ah! Hey,
We'll shoot it out. How the fuck?
that's what he gets for being cocky, little.
that's what happens. You don't be cocky. Got that? You're not cocky on our team. You can be.
I think I got piss in my mouth.